own. It's something you can do on. So I'm going to quickly walk you through it. The first thing you need to know, like we said, you look out for appearance. You should ideally do this in front of a mirror, in front of a clear mirror. So there's the mirror, you're standing in front of it, your clothes are all the way down to the waist. Obviously I'm going to put on my shirt, but you're bare up to the waist. You stand in front of the mirror and you put your hands by your side. Then
so
you
on
look.
Your waist.
Put your hands on your waist by your side, and then you look directly in the mirror, and then you can see, you examine yourself. This is what we call inspection. You inspect your breasts in the mirror. You look at it. If there's any, like we said, there's one side that's bigger than one.
Yeah, please. Say that again louder. One of your breasts will always be bigger than the other one. So, because I feel like many people are not observant and they don't even look at themselves. So don't go in front of the mirror and be like, hey, one breast bigger than the other one, cancer. And then just no, please. There is always one. Even one of your feet is bigger than the other one. Same with your breast. Same with your hands. So please, don't panic.
So you see a swelling on one side, or we already talked about the skin changes. The skin begins to look like that of an orange, or there's a depression. So the first thing to do is just to look. You look at your breasts and see any changes. Any changes, you see a doctor. Like we said, take notes, not to scare anyone. Most of the changes that will occur is not cancer, but it should be looked out. It should be looked
make
after.
Sure that it's not.
It's not a decision you're going to make. It's not something you're going to say, okay, so this is happening and it's cancer or it's not cancer. It's not up to you. If it's something, get it checked out. But more often than not, it's not to freak anyone out. So we're talking. So you're going to look and inspect. Look, just look. And after that, you move on to the next stage, which is, well, you have to feel. At this point, we recommend you do this in the shower, where it's wet and it's soapy, because it reduces friction. You're going to feel with your hands, and it reduces friction between your skin, the skin of your hands and the skin of your breast. So because what you're feeling for are lumps, if there are any lumps in your breast. So obviously if there's a lot of friction, you're not, but when everything is smooth and soapy and you're doing it in the shower.
Okay.
So it's easier. So we recommend.
Or you can just get like some coconut oil.
Yes.
Before you have your bath, just slather it on while you're still in front of the mirror, and you can do that and then take a shower after.
Yes.
You have options. If you're not going to be like recreating all the long story that Dr. John has.
So like we mentioned, it's important to reduce the friction between the balls of your fingers and your breast. Okay, one point we didn't mention though was the best time. Ideally, you should check your breast as often as possible. However, the best time, there's going to be a time where you should ideally check your breast is just after your period. So that's it, because at this point, you can actually feel if there's anything unusual. It's the best time.
Why? Because like leading up to your period, you might have PMS. People get really sore breasts. There are a lot of like issues leading up to your period and even during your period. So it's best to allow your body settle down when all the hormonal effects that accompany your menstruation have settled down. Now you'll be able to even like feel without feeling, oh, I'm so this, I'm sick, like I'm so sensitive around there. So it's really the best time. Yeah,
so we talked about you've inspected. Now the next one is to palpate or to feel. So now there are a couple of ways to do it, but there are two major ways people advocate for. You could do it what we call from the inside out, or from the top down and left right. So the purpose of this is that you're going to feel every part of the breast. And it extends. Basically, you're going to touch, you're going to feel, you're going to look for lumps all the way from your collarbone. That's this bone here. This is the collarbone. Yeah. All the way to your rib.
Anything below.
To the rib, as in to the point where you don't feel any. The point where you can feel the rib.
Your rib.
That's when you're going from top down, and you're going to go all the way from the cleavage all the way to the armpit.
Like into your
basically, you are going to do everything. So like we said, you can do it in two ways. Generally we advocate for, because it's easier for people to give a track of, from the top to down. So you go, just three, like you're feeling the size of, say, a dime, but we don't have dimes here. So, so basically, 3 fingers, you feel, just look like a small disc. That's how big it should be. So you feel all the way, like you said, from your collarbone.
You are applying a bit of pressure, but you're feeling.
Like. So you go all the way from your collarbone down to the rib, all the way. Men should do this too.
It's men as well, because that's
men should do it too. Because, well, like we said, men can have breast cancer too.
100,000 men.
Yes, and the prognosis for men having breast cancer is a lot worse. Like, you're more likely to die. Which is why you should do it.
Which is why, because they don't check. So by the time it's discovered, it's like, oh, okay.
So you feel all the way, like we said, all the way from the collarbone to the cleavage, all the way from the collarbone to the rib and cleavage to armpit. You feel like you're mowing a lawn. So you go up, down to the bottom. So you go line by line. You check. You're just applying pressure. Anything that feels unusual, you feel one part tense. You feel a lump. It's not going. It might not be a well circumference. You're not going to feel a ball in it.
Yeah.
You might not. Obviously, we don't want it to get to a stage where you're feeling something. But anything you feel that's out of the ordinary, anything you feel. So you go line by line. Make sure you don't miss anything out. You go line by line. Make sure you don't miss anything out. You check the armpits too, because actually you don't know, but anatomically, we're talking about the